This is the flight tracker goggle from Oakley. It was inspired by the original Canopy goggle from back in the day, but these adopt all the latest tech and spec at Oakley's disposal. We're out here in the Austrian Alps and we're going to be testing them for the next 2 weeks in a whole bunch of different conditions and see how they stack up. How about this one then? The flight tracker is making its return to the Whitelines 100 as one of our best in test for 3 simple reasons. Number 1, the image clarity and contrast on offer is second to none. 2, they offer incredible field of view. Don't be tricked by that full frame. And 3, well, they just look pretty sick, don't they? So the flight tracker is still a relative newcomer from Oakley, but as I said earlier, it leans on some of the heritage from the Canopy, that iconic Oakley goggle that it seems like everyone on the mountain had at one point or another. Okay, so on that first point, the image clarity, and this is largely down to Oakley's Prizm lens technology. They've invested years of extensive R&D into this and have established themselves as an industry leader in this field for creating some of the most optically accurate lenses that you can buy. Essentially, the lens is able to block out certain wavelengths of light whilst enhancing others that your eye is more sensitive to. The result of that is that you can see the mountain with amazing levels of contrast and clarity in a massive range of conditions. Seriously, we had these out in test for the best part of a month, and in that time we rode in whiteout winter conditions, bluebird spring days, and pretty much everything in between. They held up insanely well. Now, a pair of goggles won't make the clouds disappear, but having a Prizm lens is about as close as you'll get. We did occasionally swap the lens out, which is pretty straightforward. There's little notches around the frame which the lens locks into and pulls apart to release. But in all honesty, with the variety of conditions that one Prizm lens can hold up in, it's pretty incredible. I reckon you'll rarely find yourself wanting to change these out on the mountain. While we're on the subject of lenses, check out the toric design that Oakley use here. Now, you may have seen spherical and cylindrical lenses before. Well, toric is a bit of a best of both type lens. They have a similar curvature to that of a spherical, but it takes on a slightly lower profile and is a little flatter, especially from the top to bottom of the lens. So these offer you the most optically correct lens on the market, reducing glare and distortion down here in the corners, as well as fitting slightly closer to your face. Sometimes all of that extra volume can actually reduce the field of view or make the goggles less compatible with various helmet designs, but that is not the case here. And that's the second reason we love these. The image clarity is great, but the field of view is really impressive, especially down here in the corners where they've pulled the frame in that little bit tighter. And while they sit closer to your face, the comfort on offer here is still pretty plush. You've got a triple density foam that surrounds the frame and it helps to wick away sweat and provide loads of cushioning. The frame itself is actually pretty malleable, so it contours nicely on pretty much any face shape and head size. Speaking of which, you can get these in multiple different sizes, so you shouldn't have any issues finding the perfect fit. The third reason we love them, I mean, come on, they do look pretty good, don't they? I really like that kind of classic, timeless look of the full frame design, and it definitely still has some of the character of the OG Canopy, just with a slightly more modern outline. How about those straps as well, eh? And don't worry, if you're not feeling anything too flashy, they're available in a load of other patterns and block colors as well. Whatever one you opt for though, you can rely on Oakley to deliver quality from the ground up. Everything about these is as good as it gets. A premium lens with incredible clarity and field of view, as well as 100% UV protection and anti-fog treatment, durable, robust and form-fitting frame, which is super comfortable to keep on your head all day, and a ton of designs and colorways to tie in with whatever threads you're rocking this season. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions about the flight trackers or in fact any other Oakley goggles, let us know. We tested pretty much the entire line this season. And please subscribe to the Whitelines channel if you haven't already. We'll keep the video reviews coming. Cheers again and see you next time.